restore me back. Now, I do have twinges from time to time, but I don't have near like I did 3 years ago. I think it's 3 years ago. That might have been 2 years ago. I can't remember. But I don't have near like I used to, which is absolutely wonderful. And I begin to think, praying in faith, not just for healing in the physical sense, but what about healing in the spiritual sense? What about healing people emotionally and healing people being healed mentally and all the things that come up against people? Because Michael Wells, my favorite author, he said, there is nothing the nearness of Jesus cannot heal. Now, I did experience great amount of spiritual healing, especially in 2008, when God began to really heal me from the inside out. He began to show me the ways that I was an unbelieving believer, that I was believing lies and not believing God, that I really wasn't believing God, and that's where faith comes in. So I believe God is a God of the healing of the emotional issues that we have and all those things that come up against us. But I also believe God is the healer of the physical. Now, I do think sometimes he does use medication to bring us to a point, antidepressants and things like that, to heal us. All these things I do believe that God offers to us. If we're using those just to deal with everyday stresses of life, then do we really need it? Because then are we really trusting God? Because you have to come to that point of trusting God with all things in your life also. So there's just some differences there. For me, it was learning not to trust in numbed emotions and feelings, but to deal with them and take them to Jesus and say, Jesus, I'm really struggling here. What is causing this anxiety within me? What's causing this chaos within me? Because I'm feeling it inside. And I'll go to him, and so often he says, look, this is what you're believing, and you're not believing me. You're not trusting me. And he wants us to. He wants us to come with him with all of our needs, all of our hopes, all of our desires, everything that we have, even dreams. He wants us to come to him. I think all of our lives should be encompassed in Christ, and all of us in him, and he within us. I think that's the most important. So he wants to restore us to health. Now, I am a firm believer God will definitely do emotional healing. He doesn't want us believing lies and living from lies. He wants us living from himself. And sometimes he will restore us to physical health. Now, there's a purpose in sickness. There's a purpose in illness. There is a purpose in that. And it's learning dependency on him, trusting him even in that, even in the hardship, even in the suffering. He wants us to come to him. Sometimes he will allow things in our life that will draw us back to him and allow us to come to him for our hope and our healing. He uses whatever is in our life to continually speak into us. I'm first. I'm your center. I'm your foundation. I am your love and I am your life. And I want to be all of that. I want to be everything to you. Sometimes I do that. So the purpose of this today is maybe we need to get back to that just a little bit more. Maybe we need to get back to the prayer offered in faith, whatever that may be. I've got some things I'm praying for my kids right now, and I'm trusting God with that. I'm believing God for that with my children. And certain people that have asked me to pray for certain things. I'm believing God for it. I'm believing him for it, that he will heal, because there is nothing that the nearness of Jesus cannot heal. And that word also means cure, to bring into wholeness. So thanks for being here this morning and enjoying this lovely day with me.